All right, y'all, here's a quick update. This is the pond, that retaining pond, flooding cow pastures. These traps have been here for about 2 weeks probably. I've only got 3 here, and there's been no hits whatsoever except a turtle that I'm seeing right here. When I put these in, I wanted to try and get in here semi-quietly and see if I could catch these guys on a blind set, you know, just going along their dam. That hasn't happened, and they're still cutting in certain spots. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to get a little aggressive. I know that this is their hut, know for a fact. So we're going to poke around here, and I'm going to see if I can find the entrance to this thing. Ooh, man, brand new briars right there, guys. Brand new briars. Jeez Louise. Let go. So we're standing on a beaver hut right now. There's no doubt a beaver in this thing right now, unless he's down the creek, which I doubt. So I'm going to try and poke around here, and there it is. I've already found it. That's where his run is at. See how high my fork is right here? Now watch this. And that goes, ooh, goodness. And that goes up into this bank den. I'm almost positive that's what that is. I've got briars in my belly here. Don't feel good. So I'm gonna see if I can grab a 8 stand out of the truck, and we're gonna put it right there, trying to find the wall. All right, yep, that's definitely it. So we're gonna put our 8 stand right there. The other set that I'm gonna do, just double checking. Oh, we gotta knock some of these briars down. Try to, at least. That hurts. They normally have more than one run in and out, so all that's kind of high. Oh, you saw how deep that got. That might be another run, I'm not sure. This is definitely not a run, because you see how shallow that is. That's 100% a run. So I'm gonna grab an 8 stand, and we're just gonna plug the one entrance that we know that they're using. Try and do it quickly because I'm running out of light. Okay, we already got an 8 stand over here, so we're gonna see if we can move it from that spot right there over to here. And if I have enough light, I'm going to try and quickly make some type of caster set. I'll have to look around and see if I got a setup for that. But I'm gonna get this turtle out and get that 330 over there, and I'll show you all that when I get done. All right, 330 in. That's where that run is at, going into this cut right here. So one thing that we can count on, they're probably not going to move at all with me stumping around on top of their hut like that. Beavers can stay in their denned up, they call it. Or I've read in trapping magazines, 2 weeks. I've trapped beavers on ponds before where activity was crazy, and then once I started trapping, everything shut down. Multiple ponds actually like that. That recent 15-acre pond job that I did, that was an example of them shutting down. You know, I've trapped really small ponds and the beavers just shut down. So I'm not expecting them to come out for some time actually. So now I'm looking for a spot where I can make a caster set, or actually just any other spot to put a set. I haven't had time to walk through here. This is the first time me walking back here. So at this point, I'm just looking for any other fresh sign. Not seeing a ton of fresh sign. Really, I'm not seeing any fresh sign. I mean, that's old. That's old. There was one tree that was gnawed on back there. That was different than when I was here last time. So there's been some activity, just not a lot. We're looking at 1 or 2 beavers here. I think that's what it is. Maybe just, yeah, 1 or 2 is what I'm thinking. And I'm running out of daylight. And I'm not seeing a good spot. I mean, if I had my snares with me, I could put up a snare real quick. Let me run to the truck and see if I have a snare. If I have a snare, I'll put one up and I'll use some lure on the side of one of these trees. But the whole goal now is just to catch them coming out of the den. I mean, they're going to come out at some point. It's just unlikely that it's going to be anytime soon now that I've been tromping around. So I'm kind of like playing my hand really early here with that. What I could do is I could break this dam really good. This tree right here, it wasn't here last time. So that's the only activity that I can see on this side. There may be something else over there, but I can't see it from here. And I got these big old mamas getting up on my truck. You stank yourself. So since I'm running out of light, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this turtle out of this trap, and then I'm going to break this dam, get this water draining really good, and pretty much force them to come out. Sounds good in my head. Yeah. So drainage pond continues. I was scared that it was going to last, get drawn out, and it looks like it's going to be. But then again, I've only put 3 traps over here. So, and you have to have that, you have to remember that you're expected, at least with coyotes, you're expected to catch 10% of what you put out. So if I've only put out 1 or 2 traps, my odds ain't that good. So you always kind of want to hit heavy, hit smart. But let me get this turtle out of here, break the dam, and then we're gonna call it that, because the sun is going down. All right, I want to get a little video of me releasing this guy, just so y'all know he ain't hurt. Shell's okay, ain't even a snapper. So I'm gonna try and get him to move on back that way, because I don't want to catch him again. So we're gonna send him on his way, and we're gonna get this reset. All right, I opted not to reset that because there's a good chance that trash is going to go through it, and there ain't no point in resetting it if it's just going to be set off again by junk, and I don't want to catch another turtle. But tonight is supposed to be real cold. It's a good night for them to move, I guess is what I'm saying. The odds of them moving tonight, since I've been all over their house, kind of slim. But we did the dam break. Not very big. This ain't a big pond. Just enough to get that water moving. That's going to be enough to aggravate them. And if they are brave enough to come out, that gives them a little more reason to come out. And we'll see. Kind of playing this one by ear. I don't really know what to expect with this little setup right here. It's funny how your big jobs, you know, like an entire swamp, I've caught 10 out of there. You know, it looks pretty straightforward, you know. And then you have this tiny little thing right here where you can literally just see everything, and you know for a fact that beaver is somewhere in here. It's just funny that these smaller properties can turn out to be your most challenging and most aggravating, because a beaver in a pond, a smart beaver in a pond, can make you look pretty dumb. We're really testing out this camera's low light capabilities now. I did think about putting in a snare, because I do have one, but I don't want to throw all of my tricks out, because there is a chance that he trips that trap when he comes out, spooks him, and then he goes back in. So now not only is he spooked, but he is trap shy. So he is going to be looking for anything, any little thing he's going to be looking for. And any little thing is going to have him on edge. Get out of the way, mama. So he's going to be on edge because I've been trampling around all over his house. Then he's going to have a piece of steel slap him in the face, which he ain't going to enjoy. Oh man. And he's liable to hold up for another 2 weeks. So snares are my last see if I was gonna stand there. My last trick. Bro, I had a thorn getting that boot. Ooh, that was not feeling good. Alright, y'all don't want to see me. Listen to me. You can't see much of me. you don't want to listen to me put my boots on. So that's a wrap. We're gonna keep an eye on this place. We're gonna keep an eye on the other job in the swamp to see how many come out of there. We're up to 10. We got something's repairing the dam. I don't know how many beavers it is, but there's at least one back here repairing the dam. We're gonna get fresh batteries in that camera, and we're gonna see what happens, guys. We're just gonna take it one day at a time. And with that, y'all be good. See y'all on the next one.